Okay, so you're just gonna ask me questions?
Yeah,
Okay.
just tell us a little bit about, you can give us some tips on, you know, how to stay fit and healthy as a young person, what advice you can give to some teens and youth about eating right, you know, working out or just keeping fit, you know, some healthy habits as a young soccer player who, who's been playing for how many years now?
Um, 14, 15 years? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, the most important thing that is probably on a super athlete's mind is like their goal, right? So for example, my goal is to become a professional soccer player, play at like the top level of my ability, right? So that includes a few things, right? Like fitness, technique, mentality. Like, you have to have like um, like a well balanced diet. You can't pig out on like junk food all the time. You gotta really take care of yourself. Like it's like your body is like a tool that you have to use, right? Like I'm using my body to play soccer because it's a fun thing for me to do, and it's something that I'll enjoy at a professional level, right? Like if someone says, "Yeah, I want to become an artist," because they enjoy making, creating things, creating art. Yeah, same for me. I like to create art on the field, right? So yeah. So first, like, if you want to become healthy, you would probably want to create a goal and find a way to tap into your uh, your willpower to like um, uh, bring your what's it called? Yeah, like use your willpower to work out, right? So you want to implement slowly, like say you're really out of shape and you want to get to a certain amount of like a certain level. Like say I want to be able to do 50 chin-ups in a row by like by 2 months time, right? So you can start off by little goals like that, right? Like, and in turn with that one goal, you're gonna be able to accomplish many other things from that strength that it takes to do that one goal, right? So for me as a soccer player, I'm running a lot, right? So I'm like, okay, I have to run or bike, like a machine bike. I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna bike 20 kilometers in an hour. Like I'll just beginning of my workout. I'm like, okay, last time I did like 1.5 kilometers less. I'm gonna push it 1.5 kilometers more this time. And that was 3 days ago, right? So I'll try to push it more the next time because your body has so much ability, but unless your mind is on the same track as your body, um, you don't succeed in the way you want to. So yeah, like I can't say, yeah, this season I'm going to score 20 goals. I want to, like, that's my goal. I need to score 20 goals. I wouldn't suggest those types of goals because, um, like, if you say you get 15 goals, I wouldn't be disappointed with 15 goals. And if you have a goal like, yeah, I want to have 20 goals by the end of the season, you're gonna end up probably getting upset at your accomplishment because you didn't get like you wanted more out of it. But
And what would you recommend for diet, like a healthy
oh yeah,
diet?
a diet. Diet. Okay, so you want. Uh, so yeah, the reason why I mentioned goals is because first of all, um, have to base your diet off of whatever you're doing, right? So if you're doing a lot of running and exercise, then like you just gotta have a lot of carbs and eat a lot of vegetables. Like you want to eat vegetables because it gives you long-term energy, and so you don't feel fatigue throughout the day. So like, how should I explain this? It's a really broad thing, you know, like to talk about. Like,
How about fluids? What would you recommend?
fluids, you drink like at least 4 cups of water a day, like normal glass size. Like a normal plastic water bottle, at least have 2 of those per day. This is to keep up with the fluidity of your body in terms of like flushing out things that don't need to be there. You know, like if you're peeing a lot or whatever, then it's probably better than good. It's probably better than not, because you're flushing out what doesn't need to be there, right? And the reason you want to eat vegetables is because it aside from giving you energy, it's like roughage. It's healthy roughage, right? It's like eating wood, right? Like it'll pick up everything along the way and just like, you know, clean out your system, right? So you always have a clean system. So water and vegetables does most of that like whole cleaning process inside your body, right? And then you don't want to have too much of some greasy food, because that is what you're flushing out in the first place, right? So you have like a greasy burger, like some vegetable oil, and some of that oil and fat is just staying in your system. It could be anywhere, right? And it's just not flushing out because you're not eating enough vegetables, and you become sluggish. You lose your energy. You lose willpower, because you know, if you have a healthy, functioning body, you won't feel as lazy or sluggish, because you have that extra strength. You have that extra strength to like keep making more effort, right? So if you like, you never feel discouraged if you have like, if you're like out of shape or whatever, because there's always something to work on, right?
Right.
There's always like something to work on. Like you could work on your total torque, body strength. Like, yeah, I want to be able to carry, like once you're at the gym, right? There's all these machines. You work out your. But today I want to work out my calf muscles, or like legs, all around legs, or I want to work out my forearms and shoulders. I want to work my back, chest, whatever, traps. There's so many things, and there's all these different methods involve you using different machines that have different scaling, right? So you have like all these measurements, all these things to you know, test your ability, right? If you're really serious about it, it's considered testing your ability, you know? Like, you need to keep testing your ability so that you can stay on task and make sure you're not falling behind in your fitness, because, you know, if you're working toward that goal, once again, you don't want to lose anything. You always want to gain the maximum you can, right? The life that you're living.
Right.
So.
And one last question before we close off for this session is there anything you would recommend kids and youth to stay away from in terms of eating habits, drinking and eating?
Yeah, just don't eat too much bread. Bread is an easy way to become sluggish, like gain extra fat. Like, you know, you don't eat cakes and donuts all the time because it has a lot of bread in it. You know, a lot of bread, and then to make that bread tasty, fat, egg, sugar, all those things contribute to making your body sluggish. You know, it's not so bad if you're like really in really top shape. You have a lot of muscles, a lot of bulkiness. Because yeah, I can just eat a pizza right now and I'm not worried about it because I know for a fact that I'll burn it off the next time I go to the gym. Like, it's fine, right? But if you make it a regular thing, then that food makes your all-around like whole system work at a less efficient level, right? So nutrition is very important because it keeps your body more efficient, right? So, you know,
Okay.
obviously, because not just like with weight, but like actual technical like bodily movements.
Yeah.
Because let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like,
Okay.
yeah, if you say you have, imagine yourself like as like a really big person. You have like maybe like 20% body fat, 30% body fat, and like you're sluggish because like you have all this added weight that isn't contributing to the movements that you're making, right? Like that's fat. Fat doesn't help you move something, right? Like it's all the muscle strands are tensing up and like helping you move whatever you need to move, right? So yeah, nutrition is really important. You gotta
And
keep on, yeah, like I said, water, flushing out.
any particular drinks kids should try to avoid
Pop,
just before we
no,
wrap it
never
up?
have pop.
Say that again?
Never have soda pop. Anything carbonated. I don't know about Perrier. I didn't do much. I don't know what that does to you. Yeah, most things that are carbonated have too much sugar in them, and they just it's just not good to have. Because then again, yeah, that like soda pop, like it adds to your deficiency of your body. It just
Right.
makes you unable to push yourself. Yeah.
So thanks for thanks for taking some time out to give us some advice, and thank you very much. And we look forward to having you again. Take care.